Well, I was finna cut back, and like when I was finna cut back, it was a defender running like across, and I tried to cut, then it felt like it buckled together, and one play and done. Well, at first, when it first happened, I was devastated because I thought I was gonna miss my whole junior season because I thought it was completely torn. But the doctor, when I went, they said it was partial, so kind of motivated me to keep on doing me on the football field, in the classroom.
You know, Seth was cleared by Dr. Tuesday to go through full contact, everything. And so we've had him back out in pass, but we've been keeping him out of contact just as a precaution. You know, anytime you have an injury like Seth has, the biggest thing is that he gets his confidence back.
It's been going good, but it's been going good, like rehabbing every day, getting back into football, working, ready to show up, put on the show for my school and my team, put us on the map.
Yeah, you know, obviously with him just getting cleared, right now we're kind of just going off of what he feels like doing. Last week he was begging to get some contact in, and he wanted to go through inside run hole, and we didn't allow that to take place. And so, but he did get to go out and do some 7-on-7 action, which is something he hadn't done in a while.
Well, I was ready, but like they telling me like just wait on the first game, see how you do. We're gonna put you in sometimes. Just wait until the first game comes.
Honestly, it's been good to see. I know he's eager to come back, and that's always a good sign, but it's just about making sure we do it right. We don't want to put him back out there and him not be himself. And we have the luxury to do that because we're very confident about the other two guys we have carrying the football out of the backfield.
I kind of didn't think I was done, but I already knew that I was done because I couldn't walk on it. I couldn't run. Even when I tried to, it hurted. Like when I wanted to walk, I feel like I couldn't walk and couldn't play no more.
Well, the hardest part is telling them, you know, your season's over. But in this situation, you know, he is a junior. He has another year to play. We've had to have this conversation with seniors before, and you have to tell them it's done, you know. And you have to find something that'll motivate them to go through the rehab because, you know, surgery is about 20% of the process. You can have a good surgery, but have a bad rehab and have a bad knee.
One of the biggest things is that that those kids take treatment really serious. High school kids, you know, in my experience, hadn't always approached the training room and the treatment sessions like they would approach a football practice. But those guys have to show up at the treatment times, and they have to actually work in there. It's not a go lay in there and get a massage type of room. There's rehab, there's things that are involved with that.
So right now, he's been to the doctor, he's had his imaging done, and has had the diagnosis. So we're doing what we call prehab, and it's just some simple muscular strengthening exercises and some exercises to increase the range of motion and decrease the stiffness in his joint, so that when it is time for his repair to happen, his surgery to happen, the joint and the muscles are in as good a shape as we can get them. Because after the surgery, they're going to get knocked down again, so we kind of have to start over. But if we can build him up as much as we can between now and then, that's less we have to make up in on the backside.
We have one of the, in my opinion, one of the best trainers in all the state of Texas and maybe even the country, because he does what he does at such a high level, and it's just him. He's one of the few trainers where he's the only trainer on campus, and he manages all sports.
They're all ugly. They're all puffy and swollen because it's a pretty violent surgery. If you talk about, you know, when you talk about surgeries, it's not delicate. You're not operating on your heart. It's like wood shop in a sterile environment.
Obviously now with him having surgery next week, we're in a position where we're not going to have him at all. And so I don't want to say it changed anything, but I'm excited about the opportunity and the onus that puts on the two running backs.
I'm just trying to lead by example and show them you got to come out and work hard every day. Don't complain too much and just enjoy your years here.
Dobbins is a sophomore that's a special talent, and he'll be the future of this program. But both of those guys right now are kind of competing for that spot.
It was rough. We kind of had an idea that he may have not been ready to go, but I think overall, he's one of those that he's going to be a team player. Seeing him on the sidelines last night, keeping the guys up. Even though he may not be out there in the field, he has a role on this team, and he's our most experienced back right now, and so he can still talk to Jeremiah and Keyman about what things that they need to work on and things like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna help the running backs and help the coaches make sure they're doing the right plays and running the right routes. Just being there for the team, even though I'm not playing, just still being there for everybody in the team.
He just been in the film room, still there encouraging us, and then if we have a big run or something, he say we running like him and stuff like that to keep us up.
Just told him to keep moving forward and do what y'all got to do to help the offense put points on the scoreboard and light it up.
To have both of them get touchdowns, both of them get big plays. Again, they're high-fiving each other as they're coming in and off. I mean, they're really doing it for the team.
I believe the attitude we got to have is we got to be like a two-headed monster. We got to both get the job done. We can depend on each other because in a game, he might get tired, then I come in and step up. And then if I get tired, he got to come in and step up. So we lean off each other.
We got to a point last night where we just kind of broke it through a few times, and everyone's spirits just got up. And, Dumas was a big game. I mean, losing like we did last year, I mean, it was important for us to come out and hit all cylinders on offense. I mean, not just running the ball, passing the ball, everything. And I thought that we led the way on offense as far as running the ball.
Hey, playing the game offensively, the youngster, toting the note, young Dobbins.